Okay, this is usually the part of the interview where I introduce my guest. However, her accent is far more adorable than my voice. So if you would do me the honor of introducing yourself.
Absolutely.
Please.
Well, hello. I'm Alison Carroll, and I'm the new live-action Lara Croft.
So, Alison, you are not the first live-action Lara Croft. However, I've talked to all of them, and you're my favorite.
Oh, thank
and
you
probably
very much.
will be forever.
Oh.
How did you come about this job? Like, how did they call you into action?
Well, my agent actually put me up for the role. I'm with an acting agency, and I was the only gymnast on the books. So off I went. I had no modelling background, so it was quite scary going along to the audition. And there were so many other girls there, and it was really quite daunting. There were dancers there were martial arts experts, there were stunt girls, and I went in as a gymnast, and an actress. And I went in and performed all of my stunts, my rolls, my backflips, my somersaults, kind of the things that Lara can do in the game. And I got a recall. And I thought, wow, maybe I have got a chance. And I eventually got down to the last two, and I was up against a British kickboxer. And I just so wanted the job, and I got it. So here I am, living the dream.
Yeah, living in my dream is what you're doing. So between you and the British kickboxer, how did that... Did you have some sort of final competition, like a pillow fight or a tickle fight, or what? How did that work out? Like, because you obviously come from two different backgrounds. Like,
Absolutely.
she's like this burly fighter. You're more of this like kind of lithe acrobatic person. So how did they decide on you?
Well, we got to try on the official outfit because it's quite difficult to do sort of action moves when you've got the heavy boots on, the guns, and the rucksack. So I kind of think it kind of went down to that, and as well as I'm an actress as well, so that kind of helps as well.
Mm-hmm. And were you a fan of the video game series before? Had you seen the movie?
Yes, I'd seen both of the movies. My brothers are the Tomb Raider fans, and they've played the whole Tomb Raider series, so I've seen them grow up with it, and because when the first game came out, I was too young to play it, so I was often looking over their shoulder wanting to play, but they'd never let me. You know what brothers are like.
Yeah, I do. But I'm the oldest, so...
Oh, okay.
My brother would actually probably be saying this about me
right,
if he were here.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and you're an actress, right? So I assume that you took probably a lot of your inspiration for your audition from the movie, since you really didn't play the game so much. How daunting was it going in to audition for a role that Angelina Jolie had played?
Unbelievable. I mean, it's so strange now to see in the same sentence, Alison Carroll and Angelina Jolie. It's surreal. I mean, Angelina Jolie is probably my most favourite actress, and it's really cool.
And has this led to you meeting her? Do you think that's something that's going to happen in the future?
I haven't met her yet. I would love to, so maybe one day.
Okay, I can call her, by the way. We're really good friends.
Oh, brilliant.
You just have to hang out with me after this, and I promise she'll show up at some point.
Okay, I'll take your word for that.
Okay. So the new Tomb Raider game is in stores right now,
Yes.
and you have been live-action Lara Croft for quite some time now. Did they kind of tap into you at all as far as like kind of her moves in the game? Did they mocap you for the game?
I wish they did, but unfortunately not. I've been far too busy, travelling the globe and promoting Tomb Raider Underworld in the live-action kind of way. So I've been all over the world. I've been to Australia, Singapore, Dubai, South Africa, all over Europe and all over Scandinavia, and now I'm in America. So it's been a fairly busy time for me.
Mm-hmm. So were you a gamer before you took this particular job? And if you weren't, are you a gamer now?
I've played bits and pieces of games. Admittedly, I'm not really very good at it. Mm-hmm. I'm much better at getting out there and doing the real thing.
Mm-hmm. And how is that for you to kind of show up somewhere? And you have to understand, video game fans, typically we play games as an escape, right?
Yes.
Beautiful women like you, we play within games, but we don't really get to meet them much in real life. So how interesting is it for you to show up somewhere, and there've got to be like lines of guys that have been playing with your character for years to actually meet you in real life?
It's amazing. When you go to the games conventions, I do signings and I do live performances as well. I've got my own Lara Croft routine, and which has got loads of gymnastics in as well. And it's surreal. I mean, one time I was doing some signings, I look up, and there's a guy down on one knee with a big balloon saying, "Marry me." Like, oh, okay.
Stole my idea. That.
All right.
So, yeah, it just must be like really it's very surreal, right?
It's very surreal. But we've even got the girls. There's so many Tomb Raider girl fans out there. And, you know, they all dress up as Lara and we all have photos together. So it's really great.
And as a woman, how cool is it to have, like, somebody like Lara Croft be an inspiration for women worldwide? Because she's not this kind of, like, you know, homebody, like, stereotypical, you know, like, I can't really defend myself type of girl. She's really empowered and strong and athletic. So how cool is it to play that character?
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, she's got everything. She's one very lucky lady. And I think that's what makes her so attractive to men and which makes women aspire to be like her. She's got everything. She's got brains and beauty, and she really works hard for what she wants to achieve. And she's got that unbelievable athletic ability. So she's got it all.
So you said when you were auditioning, what you kind of brought to the table is that you were a gymnast. She's a very athletic girl. So is that kind of what makes you stand out? Like, are you the gymnast Lara Croft? Because she also has firearms training. She's also like an archaeologist. So what do you bring to the table?
Absolutely. I mean, all of the models and Angelina Jolie brought something brand new to the role. Whether that's a different look or a different attitude. The last model was the first talking model. And now I'm the first gymnast model, so I hope I'm bringing something new to the role. But, you know, I do lots of other things as well, and I rock climb, and I scuba dive, and I horse ride, and I mountain bike, so I'm pretty much an action girl anyway as well.
Right, and in the new game, in Underworld, there are a lot of new moves that we haven't seen Lara before. She's doing all kinds of flips and things like that, so that is something that you're comfortable with. But as with the old Tomb Raider gameplay, there's also a lot of firearms and things like that. So have you done any sort of firearm training? Is that something that you're going to do in the future to kind of add to what you already do?
Yes, I am. As soon as the tour is kind of finishing, I'm going to start, slowing down. I'm going to start doing all the firearms training, the archaeology course, and the SAS training. I've just been booked back to back, so it's been unreal. There's just not been enough time yet, but maybe in the future. Okay,
and do you have to check those guns when you go through the airport, or do they just recognize you? If you have the outfit on, they're like, just going through. You're good.
Well, maybe I should just come in the outfit, and then maybe I'll just go through. But no. We have to have the guns shipped out to every single territory that we visit, yes.
So those are like official Lara Croft guns. Like those have been gone over by the game developers, and they're like, this is exactly what they look like.
Exactly. Do you want to have a look at them?
That would be great. But if I break it, do I buy it? Because
they cost a lot. So there we go. They're quite heavy.
Oh, yeah.
So imagine doing the gymnastics in them. It's quite difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do like a forward roll nude. Like, I can't imagine being weighed down by anything. This doesn't feel like a toy.
No.
At all.
It's a BB gun, so
is it loaded?
It's not loaded, so you're okay.
All right.
Safe.
What is the most exciting thing that's happened to you since you've become Lara Croft?
Oh, goodness.
Besides this.
Okay.
That's going to feel biased.
In Dubai, I had 80 Harley Davidsons escorting me in an open-top Jeep for a 2.5-hour drive around Dubai. And then when I reached my location, I jumped onto a Harley, drove onto the stage in a big arena, and there was so much of a crowd there, and smoke poured out, and then I performed my Lara Croft routine. It was brilliant. The most exhilarating experience ever.
Wow. That makes me feel like what we did here today was so second class compared to this.
This is great here.
So what's next for you? You've been on this world tour. You're here in America. We were talking a little bit earlier. You said things are slowing down. You're going to have a little bit of a break. So what's next beyond this?
Well, I kind of want to pursue my acting career. So maybe some television and some films. I've got a few things in the pipeline. So we just have to watch this space.
And do you find that this particular job has really opened a lot of doors for you?
I think so. I mean, Lara Croft is such a big name. Everybody knows who she is, whether you're a gamer or not. So it's definitely a good thing to have on the CV.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank
really
you
appreciate
so much.
it.
Lovely to meet you. Of course.
You're going to leave the guns
Well,
holstered?
maybe. I'll think about it.
I like to end all my interviews with a hug. That's great.